Coronation Street, P228/968, edited. "15 seconds.
Have your party dress on later when you come back from school. There, that'll do. Come and say goodbye to Uncle Albert.
Goodbye.
Bye-bye. Mind how you cross the road.
There we are.
Course, mind that, I could always stand in for you. I mean, that is if you're late getting back.
And that might just happen, Uncle Albert.
Well, I mean, you know what it's like when you get a room full of kiddies. I mean, they get excited and they start running wild. And, well, you need a fella to keep them in order.
And you get a present.
You did get a present from Uncle Albert.
I didn't.
You did.
Didn't. Didn't I did.
You did, didn't you?
Mm.
Yes, you've got a very short memory.
How many are coming?
Well, I don't know. I mean, it's a snowball, won't it? They all want to come along and bring their brothers and their sisters.
Ken, don't you listen to him. I've invited half a dozen. And don't go inventing any strange meetings. You get back here as soon as you can. Ken? They're your kids as well as mine, and they don't have a birthday party every day, do you?
Don't go giving them ideas, you fool. Ciao, Uncle Albert. Right, come on then, you two ruffians. Let's get off.
Oh, and don't forget the paper plates.
Half a dozen.
Well, just a few more to be on the safe side.
Right, bye now.
Ta-ta, love.
Come on then. Come on, monkeys. You excited about the
And
party?
if it rains, you go inside.
All right, yeah. Say bye-bye to Mummy.
You know, when I retired from my zebra crossing, there were a lot of kiddies very upset. You didn't know that, did you?
No.
No. Well, there you are then. That's popularity.
Oh, I didn't say you weren't popular, Uncle Albert. I just think Ken should be there, too.
Yeah, well, don't you worry. I'll get this party organised.
Aren't you going to work today?
Yeah, of course I am. Why shouldn't I be?
Just look as if you've gone back to bed.
Yeah, well, I'm just a bit behind, that's all. Can I have that marmalade, Dickie?
There you are. I've changed my shoes for you. Aren't I a good lad?
They're no use to you if they let the wet in. Anyway, I've got to go to the menders for myself.
Ah, well, just tell them to make it quick, will you? Because they're the only comfy ones I've got, and these things are killing me already.
Well, you can always take them off when you get into the office.
I can't go round in a state of undress. What would my secretary say? Adios.
Honestly, all this fuss about a dressing gown. I mean, just because I didn't bother for once.
You bothered to do your hair all right?
Well, I always brush it before I come down. I know I'd object if I didn't.
Yeah. I saw you when I woke up this morning, sat at the mirror, brushing away.
I thought you were still asleep.
Pretended to be.
Why?
I don't know. You look fantastic. I felt a bit shy or something. What's that for?
I don't half like you, Dickie Fleming.
Well, that's nice to know. It was me thinking you were going off me. Hey, don't go away. Oh, Mrs. Sharple.
Morning.
Hello. Would you like a cup of tea? There is one in the pot. I'll see you later, love.
Yeah,
Right.
bye.
Ta-da.
Do you want a cup of tea?
Yes, if there's one going.
Do you remember that time when you tried to bake a cake and I had to come to the rescue?
That was ages ago.
I dare say you've come on a bit since then. Mind you, most things come with practice. Thank you. Oh, I think you're a very capable girl. I think you've coped very well with a difficult household.
Now, look, Mrs. Sharp.
Yes. You have an inkling what I'm going to say?
No, why should I? I'm not telepathic or something.
Doesn't need telepathy, lass. All it needs is common sense. And that you have got in good measure. Like I said, you're a very capable young woman. Capable of making out very well. Capable of keeping your head above water, keeping yourself out of harm's way. Am I right? I know. I'm an old woman with precious little to do with my time. I walk in many doors where I'm not wanted, latching on to folks' lives.
Oh, I didn't say that.
All the same, you resent what I say.
It's just... Well, look, Mrs. Sharples, keeping your head above water, things like that.
It's an achievement, Aubrey Fleming, and don't you ever believe it isn't.
Yes, but what about being happy? And I don't just mean jogging along.
What do you mean? What's known as a grand passion? Is that what you want out of life?
I mean being really happy. So happy you... Oh, I know what I mean.
Yes, so do I. So happy you don't know the time of day. So happy you don't care what you do or who you harm.
Oh, that's not true, Mrs. Sharples. I do care.
Yes, I believe you do. But life's still a battlefield between good and evil, though your generation won't admit as much. And they don't uphold my sort of religion. Well, they've only got to look inside themselves. No, it's still a battlefield. There's still such a thing as going to the bad or going over to the devil.
Oh, come on, let's face it, Lucy. We were both dead green. I was daft enough to go a pinching, and you were daft enough to stand by me.
Oh, you've not forgotten then.
No, but it's water under the bridge.
It's not that long ago.
Well, what do you want? You want me to twist your arm again?
That's not all you did.
No. It was nice while it lasted, but no.
We were two of a kind, you said.
You said...
No, it was you. I remember.
Lucille, just hold it a minute. I'm highly popular at the moment. I mean, don't you think I've got enough on my plate?
Definitely, yeah. What are we talking about?
Oh, you know, mate, it's these women. They won't let me alone. I've tried changing my aftershave, but it's no good. I'll have to start locking my door at night.
Never mind your aftershave. It's your address you want to change. You would if you had any sense, huh?
Well, where would I go? Unless some kind old friend offered to take me in.
You're not looking at me, are you?
Well, why not? It was you suggested I move.
Yes, Uncle Len, you could take him in. You've got the room.
Yes, Uncle Len, you be my guardian and guiding friend. You can always duff me up if I go astray or chuck me out to roam the pavements. You've done both of them before now.
Get lost.
Well, what kind of an answer's that for an honest lad? Hey, Len, my fiancée does a belting hot pot.
Is that part of the agreement? If I take you in?
Scout's honour. Cross my heart, hope to die.
Who does the washing up?
You wash, I'll wipe. Well, Lucille, now, what do you think? You think I've made a wise move, do you?
Oh, it suits me, Ray Langton. I'd just love to see somebody's face when you tell her. And I don't mean your fiancé. Here, let me have a go at it. There, you see? You didn't need string at all. You just leave them in the tissue paper and put cellophane.
Oh, yes, I see. Well, I can do them now.
And, what are you so busy doing? Tonight's supper. You've only got one to feed from now on. What do you mean? Ray's moving out of your house into Len's. He's not? Oh, yes, he is, you know. I was there when they fixed it up. He didn't say why, mind you. I thought you two might have had a row or something. No. Oh, well, maybe he fell out with Dickie. I mean, he must have had some reason to move.
I think I'll do my parcels up at home.
Oh, leave him here, I'll do him. It'll be much quicker.
They're my presents, and I'll do them in my own way, thank you very much.
Oh, sorry I spoke.
Lucille Hewitt, you are too full of yourself.
Get her. What's she doing here, any Rose?
She came to borrow some string. And I could ask the same question of you.
You know, you needn't carry on doing those things. You won't be dining here tonight. Or any other night from now on.
All right, then. Do you want any help with moving your stuff?
No, I'll see to it later.
Don't leave anything behind.
you know Ray was moving his digs?
Yeah. I thought he might have been getting a flat, you know, for when he gets married.
Oh, there's plenty of time.
Oh, you fixed a date then?
No, not yet.
Well, there's nothing wrong with a long engagement, I don't think. So long as you know there's a wedding at the end of it.
Hello, Russ. Everything all right?
Mr. Walker, you knew Ray before. Do you trust him?
Oh, what a question. Whatever put that into your head?
Oh, nothing. Just something Lucille said.
Coronation Street, P228/968. Part 2, take 1.
Look, I don't want to hear about Lucille. I've had enough of her today.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't really complain to you. I know I did that time about Audrey. And now Lucille, I should really keep it to myself.
No, it's just that they've both got an axe to grind, and they think they have.
Have they?
I've promised them nothing.
Well, you didn't exactly to me either. I mean, it was me that proposed.
I was in a wheelchair. I could hardly have gone down on my bended knees.
We will get married, though.
Oh, what is it, Squirrel? Are you worried because I've omitted to name the day? Is that what you're after now?
I wouldn't mind.
You're a simple little thing.
Simple.
Yeah, compared to some I know.
Lucille and Audrey.
Well, compared to them, you're out of the backwoods. Sandra Butler, I think, long term, you'd be very good for me. Now, where's that diary effort? Right. Saturday, May 23rd, on the steps of the registry office. Now get the hell out of here.
You look like the cat that's got the cream.
Life does not have to be complicated, Mr. Fairclough. You simplify it, that's all you do.
That doesn't sound like you.
Oh, no. It's me, Len. It's me from now on.
Want any help, Uncle Jack?
Oh, of course you can, lass. Come and fasten this bolt for me. But shouldn't you be back at work?
No, I was on late last night, so I'm all right for a bit.
This leg of mine isn't too good today. I'm listed a bit to starboard.
Yeah, I know. You've been dead quiet the last half hour.
Ah, Lucille, sit down for a minute, will you? Go on, love. I'm quiet because I'm worried over you.
I'm all right.
Oh, no, you're not. You're nervous and you're overexcited. Now, I don't exactly know what you're about, but I do know that you've managed to upset young Sandra. And from what I can gather, it doesn't stop at her.
Where'd you get that from?
Well, I've used my brains and I've listened to Minnie Caldwell.
Oh, well, she'd say anything against me.
She's not said out about you. And from what I hear, you and she aren't exactly hitting it off.
She doesn't like having me there. She's always going on about Sonny Jim and how she'd like a man about the house.
Well, you're only there temporary.
Me Auntie Annie doesn't want me back.
Now, hang on a minute. That room of yours isn't ready yet. That's why she's not said out about it.
Come back from Ireland. What do I get? Your room's not ready. I've never heard such a feeble excuse.
It wasn't an excuse. That room was decorated for your pleasure, to be a sort of a welcome home.
Yeah, well, it's dragging on a bit.
Well, you know your Auntie Annie, you know how fussy she is. But why you should think that she doesn't want you here...
Why, Uncle Jack? Why? 'Cause nobody does, that's why. Concepta didn't mind me, but she's not my real mama, and she's got Christopher of her own.
No, that's not the truth. You wanted to come back from Ireland, so don't try and make out that you were driven away.
And why did I go in the first place? 'Cause Gordon chucked me and Ray didn't want me before that.
Oh, so that's it, is it, eh? An eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth.
Oh, I don't care what Ray Langton does.
So long as he doesn't have any girlfriends, eh?
He's engaged to Sandra. At least he's supposed to be engaged, and he's playing around.
I don't want to know.
But he can't just get away with it, Uncle Jack. It matters.
Only to them that's concerned. It matters to young Sandra, yes, because she's engaged to the chap. And to Audrey, if she's got herself involved. But whatever she does is her own business, married woman or no. And it matters to all those are in it at present. Every one of them. But get this clear, that doesn't include you.
Yeah, well, we're back to square one, aren't we? Even you say I'm out in the cold.
Hey, Lucille, lass, you have got a chip on your shoulder, haven't you? I'm sorry for it's been there at all, but still the point remains, if you go carrying on like this, it'll get worse. You'll turn everyone against you, you know.
Even you, Uncle Jack?
You're no longer a baby, love. You're nearly 21. I shouldn't have to say these things at all. But you can't go around hurting people, however much you've been hurt yourself.
But if you turned against me, I'd have nobody.
Well, just you see to it that I don't. I've never been prey to jealousy myself, so maybe I'll come down hard. But I'm certain there's a way round it. There has to be, love.
She's married. She's married. What more does she want?
Big ship sails through the alley-alley-o on the last day of September. Right, once more. The big
Oh, no.
sails through the
We
alley-alley-o.
mustn't play with knives, must we? I'll just put it away. The pussy mould for making jelly, only I didn't like eating it.
No, well, it never did agree with me, jelly.
Oh, don't be silly, Albert. Jelly agrees with everybody.
Not with me, it don't.
Thank you. For somebody who was driving me mad this morning, you're not exactly doing very much.
And the big ship sails through the alley-alley-o. Regular stick in the muds, they are old-fashioned.
Well, all right, I apologise, but there's no need to sulk.
The big ship sails through the alley-alley-o. 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 Big ship sails through the alley-alley-o on the last day of September. Right, one. Hey, love, can they eat? They're all going around clutching themselves, making hunger noises. 25 to.
Well, if we eat now, what are we going to do with them after tea?
Improvise.
Oh, all right, well, let's spread the tea out.
Right.
Go and get them in.
Okay, kids, come on. In time, line up, don't get killed in the rush. Now, come on, in we go.
Can I have some jelly?
You were sitting here, you
Where
were
would you
sitting
like to sit,
there.
Kevin?
We did fix places, didn't we? Now, you can sit
here,
there.
yeah?
Okay.
Right,
It should be boy, girl, boy, girl. You get round the other side there.
Can I sit on you?
Would you like a cake?
Now, after the jelly, you can have a cake with Easter eggs on. Look, bird's eggs on. Who wants one of those? Do you want one? Yeah?
Can I have a cake, please?
You like a cake? All right. Yes. Would you like one of these sickly-looking ones? Here, look. What would you like now? Cake? Or a game? Or to be sick?
What?
Bye, dear. I enjoyed that. And I can put some more away tonight when I get back home.
Dickie, you needn't have told him to go. I mean, there was no need.
What are you on about, Mrs. Fleming?
Ray, you needn't have told him to go.
I didn't know yet.
Well, where did you think he was tonight? Why did you think he wasn't here for his supper?
No, he's having it at the yard. I bumped into Sandra going for some chips. He's working late.
Well, anyway, he's going to live at Len's.
You thought I'd kicked him out, didn't you?
Well, I didn't know why.
Because he wants to move, that's why. It's a bloody good idea.
He wasn't any trouble.
No.
He wasn't. When I went away, you two were as thick as thieves.
Well, that's neither here nor there. Look, it's about time we started to call this place our own again.
Yeah, well, that's been Sandra.
Well, he wants to do his courting somewhere. They're bound to want a sofa once in a while.
Don't be crude.
Well, you barged in on them the other night. Fuss you made, I thought you'd want him out. You should be pleased they're out of the way.
I never said I wasn't. It's just... Well, he might have told me first, that's all.
Good. You do agree with me, then? It does suit us both. Right, well, I'm off. I won't be back late.
I might go out a bit later on. Well, I usually do on your night school evenings.
Yeah. Why don't you get hold of Lorna? Go to a flick and cheer yourself up. You worry too much, you do.
Oh, come on, I've seen better wood and orange boxes. Yes, I know there's condensation. Tell me where there's not. Good. Well, you won't regret it, Mr. Trevor. We'll come and measure up on Monday, right? Yeah. Leave it to us as soon as we can.
It's not much of a tea.
You want one, do you?
I suppose you know I had a meal cooked.
Well, what do you want? Notice in writing?
Well, you might at least have let me know.
I wasn't sure of the reception. I mean, you might have gone up in smoke, the temperature being what it was.
I don't know what you're
Oh,
talking...
don't play the innocent with me. Not after that display this morning. Why didn't you leave the dressing gown off?
Why not? At least you might have noticed.
Oh, I noticed. Don't get me wrong. I'm not made of wood.
I know.
Look, Audrey. Look, I'm going to be wed to Sandra. She's a nice girl. And you're going to be wed to Dickie. In fact, you are already, and he's a nice lad. So don't you think it's time to hold the horses before we all get trampled on?
You are leaving because of me.
Enough's enough.
Why? Why is it, Ray? I mean, if neither of us wants to stop.
I'm busy, Audrey. Please go home.
Dickie's at night school.
Just go, will you? Don't make it harder than it is.
Can have a chip, can't I? You did offer me one. Oh, I'll eat them outside if you like. And then if I distract you that much...
Mind that bit of trifle there.
Oh, no, mind to wash off. Oh, they don't have to make pigs of themselves.
What? To watch that lot, you'd think they hadn't eaten for days.
Oh, shut up.
Where did that fat kid bleed?
Oh, he cut his chin.
No. Over what did he bleed?
Oh, on the stairs. I wiped it up.
Did Peter do it, do you think?
I don't know, but if he did, that fat kid deserved it. He cheated all the time.
Did he, Susan?
She did.
Oh, yes, she did. She peeped on, pinned the tail on the donkey.
Oh, that was only because you wouldn't let her win. In Pass the Parcel, you waited every time till it had gone past her, and then you stopped the music.
Quite right. Hostess should never win. It's like bad for her ego.
I'd have bashed you one for doing that.
She
to
did.
me.
Bash me one. Nice kids you got there, Mrs. Barlow.
You've got...
All right, nice kids I've begotten.
Oh, they're the nicest kids in all the world.
Well, in Weatherfield, maybe. Hello.
What do you want?
We want some more jelly.
It's nice. It's not so cold tonight.
Not much to admire in the way of scenery.
I was just
Not
going...
exactly Windermere.
Oh, don't.
Why not? You remember it? So do I. I paid for that little detour.
Oh, don't be daft. The coach crash wasn't because... Well, it wasn't a punishment for being with me. Oh, you couldn't think that, Ray.
I did, you know. You think a lot of things when thinking's all you can do.
You don't know what it felt like, Ray. When he came back from that hospital in Buxton, I came into the room and there you were. Well, I went with you to that temple thing. It was my fault too in the Lake District and what led up. And when you came back and you were all right, I couldn't believe it. I was bonkers. I felt so glad. And I wanted to make it all up to you, what you've been through. I just wanted to promise you things. And I couldn't say any of it. I couldn't with people around.
I got the message.
I don't need to say things to you.
Do you want to say things?
No.
Please go home, love. Please go home. I told you to go home.
Doesn't matter, Ray. It doesn't matter.
It does.
It doesn't matter, Ray.